Yeah, we are live.
All right, got the notification.
You are?
As soon as I said we're live, they dipped out of here. No, I'm kidding. Um, all right, what's up, everybody? Coming here live after the Strongarm 10 tournament this Saturday, what, 3 days ago?
That's what we're doing.
Yes, sir.
It was a good one. Where's this thing at? What do you know?
Yeah, it was crazy. Almost every match there was going to best of five. It was definitely some crazy hard fought battles. That format puts the stamp on endurance being one of the key factors for winning that type of tournament.
That's that.
I love that format. I love it.
You know,
Just going to the strap is amazing.
Mm-hmm. And it's getting you ready for super matches for sure, because there were some great ones there.
I got to get John. John, you got to be my referee next time. I can't have Brandon ref for me, man. He's pulling my hand back. I don't like that. I need to start. You know how I like to start with just a little bit of cup and a round.
Yeah,
you know,
I
just a little bit.
This is the best.
You like to cheat so much. It's crazy.
Dude, it's because I'm weak.
John,
I'm
so
weak.
He's giving me this side eye like, come on. I'm looking at him like, I'm not arguing. Like, listen, he wants me to let him start just completely bad. Like,
no, I just want a little bit of load in the strap. That's all I want. Let me just put a little bit of load.
About anything you did, it was a lot of it. You wanted a lot of bit of this, a lot of bit of that.
A lot of it. Pretty good.
But it doesn't seem like I'm doing that, in all fairness. And to me, I'm just doing what I have to do because everybody that arm wrestles is so strong that if I don't do that, I get flashed every time.
Yep.
I'm being forced to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I have to cheat.
Yeah.
So pardon me if I think, oh, Brandon's here refereeing. He knows what's up. He's going to let me do what I got to do. Nope. Straight hand. My hand was so straight, it looked backwards. Okay.
That's the first that I've ever had, huh?
Yeah. No, I did great those matches, actually.
Yes, you did.
It was fun. All kidding aside, it is actually like hearing it. Oh yeah, every match is a super match, but actually being there and seeing it. I mean, Lamar, I think, had the first match of the day, and it was literally complete insanity from the beginning.
Was that the very first match of the day?
Him and Denny.
Thank you, Brandon, for giving me the first match of the day with the Guinness World Record. Oh, I love it. For my first match ever, you really put me to the test, and I really hope I let you guys give you guys some good energy, man, because I put it all
dude, yeah. You did. You killed it, bro.
Remember, I'm the originator from my island till I try to even make this sport something like. So I came from the bottom, and now I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah, it's nice. You guys were a lot of people were super evenly matching a lot of the matchups.
That's great.
2 wins, and then it would seesaw back 3 victories for the other guy and back and forth. So.
Yeah, that was nuts. I thought Lamar was going to just 3-0 Denny, and then he just pulled a crazy it's hard to beat somebody, 3 times in the same lane. I think that was a mistake you made. You did the same thing 3 times. Or however many times.
But that's all.
Ton of experience gained, though, if that's your first tournament out in the state.
Yeah.
No, literally, like, hey, guy, literally my first tournament, like, ever in anything, in reference to arm wrestling, because, like I said, I fell in love 3 years ago. I just started training, and then, you know what? My cousin just looked you guys up. I've been watching you guys. He goes, yeah, of course, I'm getting you in this tournament. These flu arm guys. I said, oh, my boy, Brendan. I said, I watch Brendan every day on YouTube, like, when he comes out. So he was like, yeah, I'm putting you in that tournament. I'm like, well, let's do it, man. This time to break the ice. See where I'm at.
Yeah. No, that was a hell of a come-out performance, dude. It set the energy off. There was what was the other? There was another crazy-ass battle. Remember what
Mike?
I think Odie was awesome.
On the right arm.
Who?
How about the 154 class, man? Them
Mike
guys
and Jarrett Ryan on the right.
That's
54
class, right?
Yeah, that was outstanding. Wasn't that like that was a little similar, man? Came back and just endurance.
Yep. He started out 2-0 and
It was
2-0,
almost the
same
exact
thing.
same thing.
Same thing, man. I'm like, dang, man. Endurance is it's really part of arm wrestling completely, man. You got to be able to keep tucked in and just.
Yeah, especially with that format. The double elimination is going to play to a lot of fast hitters more so, I'd say, than endurance. It plays to efficiency a lot. This does too, but there's no getting around the number of matches you're going to have. Switching.
That's why I told Danny. I said, Danny, you're lucky with 3 because in my mind, I actually didn't think it was 2. I thought it was more guys in the class. I didn't know it was just me and him only. I was sick.
Yeah, switching it to 3 of 5 for the 4 and under is definitely an improvement too, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it definitely puts a new element to it for sure.
Yeah, it's
It
nice.
really puts the big dogs for arm wrestling. You know, endurance and strength players a role for arm wrestling. For a small class, you got to show it all.
Sure, and
You got to show it all.
you ultimately end up getting a lot for your day, having a shit ton of matches. The 98 class was crazy. I think we had
Crazy.
8 guys
I think it was more than that.
in the class. It was, and Kevin Sams, our dog, comes out on
What's
top,
that?
carries everybody. Kevin and Maverick, was it?
yeah. Kevin on there,
Maverick,
right?
man.
Maverick
Dude, I thought Maverick broke the table after that one match.
He's
I
Like
saw
that-
that thing buckling. I was like, oh, there goes the topper. But I looked underneath it. I was like, man, no, Brandon got the good tables. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, he's a beast, dog. A lot of good people out there. I think we had 15 new guys, 14
Yes.
That's awesome.
guys all got belt tested, and everybody that's a shit ton of people just for new guys coming. John, I'm giving you a job, I guess, publicly. It is on you to elect the 4th man for the Tough and Bout It for February 17th.
Okay.
So I want to make that take place. We have the ring. We have access to the ring. Nice little pre-show while we're doing registration. It'll be fun. Where anybody that doesn't know, we are doing some arm wrestling. Arm wrestlers are gonna have a 4-way boxing match.
Oh, boy.
We're gonna have 4 guys facing off. They're gonna have obviously 2 matchups and 2 matchups. The winners will face off. It's gonna be 3 1-minute rounds. We'll have headgear and gloves out there. Keep it super safe.
Are you taking my spot, Brandon?
No, I'm not. No, come on. This the money maker right here.
What?
We're keeping.
I've never been punched in the face, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're keeping it all super. We're keeping it all lightweights. So we've got Steven Tarr, Ford Canary, Kevin.
Oh, that's gonna be nuts.
I invited Right the Hand, but he informed me he is not a young man, and
What?
not like getting punched in the face any longer. So,
hey.
John, I'm leaving it on you.
All right.
Can we just
Kevin
throw
versus-
Ford in the ring?
Can we what?
Like in the entrance, can all of us carry Ford like he's Superman, and we just throw him over the top, the third, whatever the top rope is? Like that's his entrance.
30 pounds. It's not going to take all of us. I'll do that for you. I'll just throw him over the rope.
There you go. So who's the 4th guy, John?
I'll have to find him.
Yeah, well, what, you want him to figure it out on the fly suddenly?
Right
it's
now.
not you, Josh. You are not the 4th guy.
I know Cody Register, or not Cody Register. Cody Anderson. You know Cody Register? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's huge.
Cash
Right.
register.
There's so many rednecks named Cody. The Cody Anderson has expressed interest in it.
He'll kill everybody. He's martial. He's trained.
Kill everybody.
I mean, final boss or something. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, he's 2 hits away from hitting somebody with a spinning heel kick.
Steve said he'll take him on first round.
Hey, Steven, don't play no.
Steve don't play.
I'm just saying. Hey, you know what? Steven was a cop. He's probably was one of those weird Croatian cops.
That kicks you right in the chest for
Yeah,
jaywalking.
what's that Russian martial arts that they train in? What's that called?
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, some shit like that. So you never know.
We're putting it out there. 3 1-minute rounds. We got 1 spot open. If you are the 4th man, speak up.
Yeah.
but I don't want to get beat up by these little guys.
Right.
They're gonna be fast.
Wiz, I think due to your disability, we could probably put you in there and it would be fair.
Oh, come on. I mean, you give me some type of neck stability device,
I'm telling you.
Just something that'll keep my neck nice and stable. And
Benelli's
I can take shots to the face, no problem, if that's the case.
Josh Benelli's asking for the final spot.
Can you imagine? It's just be a 3-on-1. That's what
he has to
do.
fight one-handed. Oh, that's great. He fights all three people at the same time. Like it's like midget wrestling.
Even
Remember
better.
back in the day?
How do you feel about that, Josh? I'd like to know because it may have just got more interesting.
Because Josh, he would definitely still have the advantage in the beginning, but once he starts tiring and stamina becomes an issue.
Listen, they're gonna beat him up immediately. Oh, them three guys are gonna beat the shit out. I tried to fight my brother and 3 of his friends one time, fucking around wrestling. They took me down, choked me out in like 20 seconds. They tied up my ankles. They like had me fucked up. There were so many of them, so many hands.
3 versus 1 would be awesome.
But I would be interested. Maverick, we do Maverick a 2 versus 1 in there, right? At least. Paul Italia, fourth man. Oh. I see you in the chat.
Oh, that'd be great. We got to get him a helmet that looks like a cowboy hat, though.
That I just seen. I don't know why it shared the Jonathan costume he did that looked like Paul Italia.
Yes.
That was.
It was like a trench coat, the same scarf, the cowboy hat.
I looked at it for like 3 minutes before I realized it wasn't him. I was like, why does he look a little weird?
I was like, he looks a little weird. I realized this isn't fucking Paul Italia. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. Winners of the Strongarm, all you guys, your jackets are coming to you. Bunch of fun stuff. We had a lot of cash given out. I think we probably gave away about $1,500 for the day among all the classes. I know Josh Miller probably made $500 just cleaning full classes.
Damn, that's well deserved.
He walked in and put 6 entries down.
Yeah, he's like,
oh,
that's it.
Just came through and just cranked them all.
It was just an investment. Just an investment. Came back, took a good bit of cash. I know Kevin Sams won the big money pot, the biggest class of the night.
Yeah, he told me that was super awesome for him.
Yeah, well, it's dope to be able to pay for like it kind of pays for your night, pays for something. You actually go home in the plus compared to, and you still have the same fun experience.
Oh yeah,
but it costs you nothing. Instead of $150 down, you're $50 ahead, something like that. So that's why a lot of guys referee. They can show up there, make a little bit of money, have the same fun with their boys, and then it's actually just a free day plus, But it's always nice to win money arm wrestling. We had a lot of cool shit we gave away out there. We even hooked the amateurs up. A lot of times amateurs been getting little rinky-dink medals, stuff like that. I know a lot of every promoter has been guilty of underselling the amateurs, but it was cool to do that. The next tournament we got, John. You wanna read off some details on that?
Yeah.
This one's gonna be dope.
Yeah, here we go. Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
We're taking it out to the Waldo Flea and Farmers Market. They host professional wrestling down here. They got a good relationship with a lot of old school guys, Nasty Boys, Jimmy Hart. They host a lot of like old legend guys, old school WWF guys. And we're gonna be back in the ring. So we're gonna be able to throw a tournament in the ring. We'll have the fights beforehand. Give the rundown on it, John.
Yeah, and it's on a good day. It's on February 17th, so it's right after everybody's gonna be good and fresh from everything they're doing. Where's this place at? Waldo, Florida. Where is that located?
After you go broke, taking your girl out for Valentine's Day, that weekend after, come win some money back arm wrestling.
Yeah, take her to the flea market, and it's a big place. From what I was looking it up the other day, I didn't look at the location.
The flyer has 600 likes on it on their page.
Yeah,
dude, it's blowing up. Blowing.
Hey, Brandon. Yeah. Hey, Brandon.
What's up, bro?
Hey, let me tell you something. What you need to do, right? You got to get guys these type of belts for arm wrestling. These things will float and get traction for guys and make them feel that People
I think you have done those belts, haven't you,
I'm
Brandon?
like, they're getting more attention than me just having a belt like this. I think that'll be
Yeah,
cool.
we've
Those
got
are
belts.
cool, man.
There's a King of Florida overall belts, very similar to that.
Like this, okay, yeah. That, like, hey, those are awesome. Those are awesome. You
Yeah,
got
I would
a lot of
in the
attention working
future.
them.
In the future, I think what I would like to do something where every class wins a belt and they bring it back next year.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
Yeah, the only problem, it's only cost prohibitive one time. You just got to invest, and then you got the belts forever. But yeah, we're building to that. I love belts, love stuff like that. But right now we have a King of Florida right hand belt and left hand belt, which will be given away this year on 420 at the King of Florida tournament out here.
420.
Yeah, Chance Shaw is the current reigning King of Florida right and left hand.
Oh boy, yep, a great chance.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of winners in the past, from Carl Stanley to Shark to Noel Nunez. A lot of good guys have had it, and it always kind of represents, and it's been fortunate enough to go into the best arm wrestler's hand typically. So yeah, I'd like to get to that where we can have a 76 belt, we can have everything. It's coming, baby steps, but
Yep, absolutely.
the this next event, man, I think that being back in the ring, we held 2 events last year in the ring, and it's a good energy. I think it's nice though. It's like an elevated stage. It has a different vibe and everything. So I'm excited to see how many I'm excited to see what it looks like this year, and then how many guys he can bring, because this promoter of the flea market itself and all his little events, he's like a big shot guy out here. He owns big tool shop out here, whole bunch of little businesses like dirt bike shop, like bunch of just all sorts of stuff.
Cool.
And he says he gets a ton of wrestlers out there and people like that. So don't be surprised if we see some characters.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I told you about the tournament I went to with Travis where the bikers pepper sprayed each other. Match and shit like that. I'm hoping we get some real psychopaths out here. The professional wrestlers are out of control. So
I know just a guy. I'll message you.
Yeah, hopefully we get a couple crazy people, but it's gonna be a good time. It'll be the second part, and we are doing $1,000 cash winner takes all for that.
Oh damn!
So it's gonna be a good time. We have a bunch of cash, and that's just starting. So we got 6 weeks of promotion. I don't doubt it'll probably build to even more than that. We were fortunate enough at this tournament to give away a ton of cash. We want to keep it coming like that, but I'm pretty hyped about it. It kind of, go into the same venue like Q4 is fun over and over, but I like to check out different spots.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that part of the feeling of the excitement going into the next one is that we don't know what it's going to look like. Go out there, check it out.
Yeah.
What other new venues are we doing? I didn't get a chance to look at our schedule on the pool table there.
Yeah, a lot of them are still to be announced. Right now, we've got the 3 announced. So you got Euphoria, where we just left. You're gonna be at Waldo, Flea and Farmer Market, and then we'll be at Mikey's place in Plant City, looking to do something super dope for 420 on King of Florida.
I know I'm gonna have to actually train, man. I want one of those.
Whoa.
I see you getting in, Bermudez. I see you getting in, Wiz. You got your
Bro, you
grip
can't say it's a secret. You were showing everybody.
Whoa!
You were showing everybody at the tournament.
Whoa,
I'm over here keeping it hush hush. And
Wiz has some technical difficulty right now. Anyways, we got a lot of fun stuff planned, a lot of exciting things. I'm not quite sure what Wiz is talking about, but
quarterly things like that,
He's still getting at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. John, I'm excited to see who you pick for the 4th guy. Let's get Paul Italia the link. We got to get the Godfather.
Great guy.
Absolutely.
Boom! It's over.
That's a blast, bro. Tournament was fun. I'll tell you what, the energy we had going into it with all them wars was out of control.
Yeah, it started great. 54s are great. That 98 class just keeps showing up. I mean, that's a deep class.
It's the deepest class in Florida, regardless of what league, whatever it's going to be. 98 is the murderer's row.
And everyone there was stacked. I mean, the worst guy was almost as good as the best guy. I mean, everyone's very close, and there were some good matches.
It was 98.
Who is the 16-year-old, guys?
That's Jarrett Ryan. That is
the youngest Florida State championship.
16
the youngest
years old.
pro Florida State champion in Florida history.
Yep. He's a pro.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that kid started in the amateur class last year. Won his first 3 amateur, then won his first 3 semi-pro, and then ended up winning the pro money last year, the finals money, and then the state championship also. That kid is he's badass.
What weight is he?
154 pounds.
Yeah.
54.
Yeah. He's like a 10
class
in high school. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
His dad mentioned he does a lot of sledgehammers.
That's
asked, will the arm wrestling be before the fights? No. The fights will be before. You will have about 2 hours. If you can't hang, let us know, Kevin. I already smell it in the air.
Oh, here we go. No.
That's it. I'm gonna put Kevin right now. I think he's in it, dude. That's a scrap pack right there. Ford, Steven, and Kevin.
Hey, you can put them on separate corners and all just go at it together.
Just Royal Rumble. That's awesome. I do like the idea of everybody having to just whoop Josh Finelli's ass, though.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite thing.
Put Carl Stanley in there. About 150 guys. You freezing up on us, John?
No. My wife just was messaging me about my kid's basketball game, but I told her I'd tell her I was on live.
Tell her we got the show going, Amber. Stop messaging.
Yeah, well, she was
call 911.
You know what should happen after Josh is getting beat up by all the midgets, or not the midgets, by the little.
They're gonna whoop your ass at practice.
I didn't mean that. Carl Stanley comes running down the aisle, WWE style, just slides in under the turnbuckle or under the bottom rope to save Josh. And he just starts, Hulk Hogan leg kicking everybody. We gotta make this entertaining.
Hold on. I know the guy, Eric Harlan.
Oh,
yes,
that's what I was telling. That's who I was trying to
that guy in is the 4th guy. Is he heavy?
He'll be any way we need him to be. No, he's not heavy. He's not heavy.
Jeez. We let Ryan Grondin purchase one of the 4 spots.
Oh,
I'm just talking shit.
We gotta talk a little shit.
We got Polsio is in the house. What up, Manolo? He will be the first victim of the King of Florida. It'll be 1-0 following that match. We will pivot from that match straight into John and Dan Schwarzenegger.
Ooh. So, man, you're just coming up with all kinds of good nicknames.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
What's up?
What's up? This guy, you making the jersey look good. Jeez. Hey, Paul's the only guy. He's wearing glasses in his house, sunglasses in his house at night. It's your camera ready at all times, right?
No way, man. You know, living it.
That's it.
Those glasses don't come off, bro.
Someone told Big Pun during a Jay-Z video, why the hell you got on this mink? It's 90 degrees outside. He said, video don't got no temperature. That's Paul Italia right there.
That's it, man. That's
Middle
it.
Of Florida, got the fur coat on. This video ain't got no temperature. I like it.
What's up, man? I see Flow Arm Wrestling blowing up. I was watching the videos. That shit looks hot, man. I can't wait to get out there, bro.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That led to about 70% of matches going to the 5th round. I mean, you're talking dog fights, upsets. There were some fucking wars. While we got you on real quick, I want to ask you, don't you have a big match coming up?
Yeah, March 23rd, Winter Blast, going against Crazy Nanya. We got $6,500 on the line and a belt. It's a good one, man. And it's opening up a lot of things, bro. I also just got called out. Some guy from Bangladesh is putting up 10K and all, and
I saw that.
he wants to challenge me. So we're gonna have him on the Arm Wrestling Buzz this Wednesday, and we're gonna find out if this is for real or whatever, and see if we can make this happen. But it's getting crazy, bro. I'm getting all these offers. I got another one I can't say yet. He wants to call out the winner of me and Nanya. He's willing to put up 5K. He's got a big match coming up in the next week, and right after that, he's gonna make it public.
Man,
No,
Paul's money.
Wasn't it? I thought it was a $5,000 match. There was more money added now.
Yeah, so it was originally Nanya bet me personally $5,000, and then other people heard about this and they wanted to get part of it. So we got sponsored for $1,000 from Unrivaled Productions, and then also $500 from Arm Gods, and we also got some other guys that are putting up for a custom belt.
Yeah, that's dope. Where's this taking place at Ryan Grondin's Winter Blast?
Yeah, it's 98% Winter Blast. It's in Pennsylvania. I forgot the name of the town, but I'll be posting that up soon. So it's going to be a good one, man. And now they're working on another big match that we should know by tomorrow. I think we'll be announcing on the Arm Wrestling Buzz Show. And if we get this is going to be the co-main event, and it's going to be wild, man. It's going to be a fun card.
Is that your next competition, or is that just your next super match coming up?
That's my next competition. I'm just totally focusing now. I've been traveling all over, and I actually just started day one of the training camp was yesterday. Had a couple unfortunate things happening, a family member in the hospital, and as I'm out there visiting and all, I got hit with COVID twice, bro. So it just was like a disaster this like last month and all that. So I haven't got really any training, and so just focusing now, gonna lock in, staying at my home gym and not leaving here, bro, until after this match.
What percentage of your newfound success are you giving Bob Brown?
A lot, man, because I'm actually gonna be with him this weekend coming up. I'm going out there. I'm gonna be staying over by his house, doing training camp, and then I'll be with him 2 weeks after that in Vegas. Gonna be doing another training camp at the Brandon Allen practice and all, and we got a bunch of other guys gonna be helping me out, Pavlo and a couple other dudes. And then I'll see him one more time before the match, and then I think he'll be my corner man that day.
Yeah, were you out there when Brandon Allen pulled RVJ?
Yeah, bro. Oh my God. Yo, that knuckles up too, bro. Holy shit.
Look beautiful.
You got to get out there, man. Check it out, bro. These dudes are doing it right, and it's like a whole experience, bro. It's not like a normal event, they make it like you got a meet and greet before you hang out with the
Well,
athletes.
it was a super match only card, right?
Super match only card, but a bunch of events packed in with it. Press conferences and meet and greets, then an after pull across the hallway. And I found out how it's all going down. Their boy on their team family owns the Hilton Hotel over there, bro. So this is like a mega ass place that has big conventions and all. So I mean, they got the hookup. Member of their team is a big production company, so
Sure.
he's doing it big, bro. He's if you had to pay for that, it'd be like 30 to 50K.
Yeah. It looked good too, bro. With the purple lighting on the stage, the spotlights, everything was beautiful. It's probably the best presentation I've seen yet.
Yeah, man, they're doing it nice, man. I'm definitely got behind them. I hope everybody else does too, man, because they're gonna bring it back to North America, so we don't got to go on these crazy flights and get jet lagged and all. We do it right here in our backyard.
Yeah, when it comes to not East versus West, the promotion, but the battles of the Eastern guys and the Western guys, it's typically just a home field advantage. Wherever they pull, they win. Matt Mask was able to beat Hermes, and kind of a different version, but destroy him out here with our format we're comfortable with. And then we go out there and you see it's like 80-90% of our guys just get destroyed.
Yeah.
And there's
that dude Camille, bro. You guys see that guy, bro? That dude is just murdering people.
Who?
Camille Jablonski.
Oh man, he went right through Merritt, huh?
Bro, he did the same thing to Dave Chaffee. If you blink, it's over. Like, I can't believe how quick this dude is. And I think his left is better than his right.
Yeah, big guys that got speed are terrifying.
Miniature Jerry Cataract, but he's not even really that miniature. He's real tall. He don't seem like it in video, but when you see him in person, the dude's a monster.
And Cody Merritt's monster, former world champion.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Left-hand world champion, I think 2020, 2019, something like that.
Yo, who do you have, RVJ or Ryan Bowen?
RVJ.
Yeah.
I've seen RVJ and John Brzenk have battles in the day.
That's gonna be a close one. That's gonna be close, Brendan. That would be close, mate. That would be close.
What, Ryan Bowen, you believe?
Oh yes, that would be a close one. I watch arm wrestling every day. I might be new to the scene, but for 3 years, I have watched arm wrestling every day. I feel like Paul Italia is one of my bona fides. That's how much I watch these guys, man. It's unbelievable. And I'm saying, like, I'm watching Ryan Bowen in the transformation, and man, he is. I think he's gonna give Ryan. I think he's gonna give RVJ at least a battle. I think RVJ's got the edge just a bit, but I guarantee you, if it gets stopped, it's gonna be on, mate. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be an endurance battle for sure.
I agree with him, man, because Ryan's got big, bro. When you see him in person, it's not the
Oh
same.
yeah, it's transformed for sure. It's transformed.
I seen him at East vs. West 4, and I think he was like in the 190s, and now just past one. I think he was like 230, 240. Dude's like looks like a whole nother person. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but it's working.
And I love RVJ. RVJ to me is like me because he believes in being natural, and I'm actually just like him. I believe in that too. So it's like I'm with him. But Ryan Bowen, man, is definitely on a trajectory of up. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Because he came from tennis. I came from tennis. So it's like, you know, I've got a little boom with that, man, with the background.
I wonder what version of RVJ we'll get, though. Because if you get the trained up version, that sometimes he ends up competing off the couch or he doesn't have enough of a training, enough time back. But
well, I asked his wife right in front of him, man. I was like, yo, what do you think? Did he train enough? And she said she would like to see him train a little more, but he did put in work. And so, you know, I kind of believe him on this, man. I think he's going with the whole strategy of just, you know, taking a bunch of matches and locking them in. So he's stuck, you know, there's no out, you know, he's either going to look stupid or he's got to follow through. And I think that might be the answer, man. It keeps him responsible and all, so he can't fall off.
He looked huge, though.
Oh, dude, he's definitely thick, man. He definitely got a lot bigger.
That wrist is looking serious.
For real. Brandon, are you doing super matches, man? Are you going to be doing that part of flow? Is that or it's only going to be in the tournament style, you know?
No, so yeah, of course, we're going to do a ton of matches, and that's the beauty of this format is that let's say that me and you, we have a big super match, right? But we don't want to you know, we're not sure if we're going to enter the tournament because we know we're going to be banged up, this. All you do with the flow format is the first round in the, let's say, 198. The first matchup is Paul Italia, Brandon Morrison. We have a super match. They were all super matches anyways. You see, and so then it's not like you have more wear on your arm than the other guys. The other guys have the same amount of matches as you, but you got to solve your grudge match and stuff. So it actually plays in perfect, the super matches. Yeah, I'd like to showcase quite a few people out here. You know, I love having people down. It's always nice having foreigners down, whether it was or you know, people from out of state, different things like that. We got John Theron coming down. We're doing Puerto Rico in 10 days, 11 days. King of Puerto Rico's going down, and we've got 7 United States arm wrestlers.
Yes, John. Yes, John. I see you, John.
Taking on 11 Puerto Ricans in 14 matches. So we got 14 matchups. Everybody's got 2-hand match. And we've got John Theron, John Hutchison, George Whitfield, myself, Daniel Worley, Mark Minch, Trent Johns. Am I missing anybody?
No, I think that's it.
That's the team. So we're coming down. We're looking to do work. Puerto Rico is going to be a 6-part series. We got to get you down to one of those, Paul.
Bro, once I'm done with this super match, man, I'm in, bro. You know, I got to focus on this. And I told you
You got to
that.
see on the island. Hey, this shit's booming on the island over there. They're
Oh, I
eating.
heard. I was
They're
hanging
loving.
out with Manolo in Arizona. He was showing me all the pictures, bro, and I was like, hell yeah! You don't got to sell me on it, bro. I'm in already, man. For
I'm ready.
real.
Hey, listen, I've never been there. I'm just going. I'm ready for the vacation. Arm wrestling's fun, but I'm ready to see the sights. Right.
I'm with that, man. For real.
I'm just a dude from Orlando. I've never left the country at all. So, shit. The fact that we're going out there the first time and getting arm wrestle.
It's time, mate. It's time. It's time, Brendan. It's time to get out, mate. Time to get out, buddy. Go
Let me
explore.
ask you, man. How is it working with the transition, man? Are we seeing both people go into both FAL and flow, or are we having more of everybody's kind of picking a side and all? I was real curious to see like how that plays out.
Yeah, I think the honest answer would be that everybody's picking a side.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. You
That's
know, I push unity. I've always pushed unity. But yeah, I think that due to certain aspects, I just think that yeah, there might be more of a divide than there should be. So I invite everybody from everywhere. Come on over to Flow Arm. You're all welcome. You know, and have a good time. But I think what we'll see, we had 15 new guys at the tournament this Saturday. So I mean, if we do those numbers forever, we're gonna triple the amount of arm wrestlers in the state in no time. So it's all about growth. I think ultimately arm wrestlers are smart and they want to get the most that they can. So I have a lot of confidence in the promotion and the things I offer and how invested I am in actual arm wrestlers and supporting guys individually, giving back cash, just doing everything. For me, it's not a real money play. I don't mind grinding every day. I kind of do this for fun. And that's why we've introduced the cash, all sorts of crazy prizes. These guys got badass custom varsity jackets this weekend, all sorts of stuff. So I encourage everybody to come over, but I also do feel strongly that I got a badass product. So, I don't mind.
I'm here to try to bring some more guys for my island, Brendan, for sure, man. I've got a few guys that have been
Here's the other
training
thing. Paul, it should be known too that competition is very good for the consumer. Because imagine if there was nobody and it was just some okey doke little tournament and that's all you had to choose from. Right now, what you're in is a state where promoters are fighting each other, essentially trying to raise the bar higher and higher. So the consumer for the same value is just getting twice the product, and this is how technology grows. Everything grows when you have rivalry. And even if it's a friendly rivalry, to a degree, competition is very good for the market.
Yeah, well, you guys get your set guys and your set kind of crew, then you guys could kind of incorporate it and, have, team matches against each other and league versus league, and you get into some fun stuff down the road and all.
Well, I'll tell you, Paul, and I'm going to hit you some breaking news right here. The FAL contractually has to do one event with me, but they're choosing to violate that portion of my contract. So I've kept it quiet. I want to do the big event to unify everybody in Florida. But I have been told that they view that term that was kind of the value portion of the value in the transfer as optional. I would love to do the co-promoted event as a big unified Florida Open or something where we could draw flow arm guys, FAL guys. I'm not all about, I'm not about dictatorship or anything. I love everybody getting exactly what they want. But yeah, just putting that out there. I agree, Paul, that I want that in the future, but I don't want that in the far future. I believe we could be doing an event like that. Here's kicking off the seasons where everybody gets along. You could kind of take away a lot of the tension and a lot of the people feeling like they have to have some tribalist, some decision, almost like a job fair where people can come on out, sample both, have a good time. But FAL hates me. So I don't have the solution for that. But we can keep doing our own thing. We're rocking,
John, is it transferring over into the practices? Is it like people are kind of separating, or is everybody coming to their practices?
This practice is 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's the thing too, is I've never encouraged anyone to not go to shit. I went to the Olympia FAL till they told me not to come. So,
how come they told you not to come?
well, I think I made that little fucking meme that said, "Have you been affected by strict weigh-ins?"
Okay.
People's feelings, and that was like I guess sometimes people are looking for a reason. So, it is what it is. I love Florida arm wrestling. I've been doing this since promoting tournaments since 2014. So it ain't like it's ever gonna stop. I got a decade in the making, probably did 60 tournaments out here. We've gave away bikes, all sorts of good shit. Whether we end up working with FAL or not, we're just gonna keep doing our thing. I don't really comparison is the biggest way to rob yourself of any. So our shit's popping off, but I consider this a completely different product than FAL. We got a whole different format.
You always, whenever I've been at any of your events, I love your events. Your style, the way you do it, it's real flowing. The energy's fast. I like how you give the awards right after the class. You don't got to sit there all day and wait for that. Like it's a fun experience, man. It's you keep it moving like at the perfect pace. So I've always been a fan of anything you did, man. Even when you did the Florida Arm, that was like my favorite thing. I loved competing there. You know what I mean? It was the best. That's why I was all like heartbroken when you guys all of a sudden split. I'm like, oh my God, that was like my favorite league and everything. I loved how you ran it and all. But I respect it, man. You changed it up and now you got a whole new style and whole new thing going. And I know you, man. You're in for the long run. So this shit's gonna blow up, man. It might take some time, because you blew up the hard arm wrestling league. Now you're gonna make believers again, and you'll do that.
Yeah, and it's also just a moment in time. I don't foresee, I foresee in my heart deep down we're gonna have some massive Florida gap. So a lot of shit's temporary. Ain't no bridges to burn, but Florida's booming, dog. We got 22 events, something like that. Got Mayhem 10 over here, 12 over there, something. There's a bunch of events popping off in Florida, so arm wrestlers got their choice. How nice is it if you could just pick any Saturday of the year to arm wrestle and it was a quality event and you actually got to choose? A long time ago, people talked about we were going to have too many. There's no such thing as too many. Tell a jiu-jitsu guy in Orlando there's too many. There's 3 jiu-jitsu tournaments every Saturday in Orlando.
Look what it did to the whole bar in Florida. I mean, in the last year, I say you guys, you've probably like doubled time. Everybody's getting so much better because everybody's competing with each other. It's like a monthly thing. If you fall off 1 month, miss a couple of practices, you just lost a couple of spots, and you know what I mean. Nobody wants to do that, so you're stepping up the bar, man, and that's what I love. It. I'm glad I'm over there.
Oh yeah.
The cool thing too is a lot of guys are getting noticed. You see what all the out-of-state promotions look like now, full of Florida guys.
Yeah,
they'll have 5, 6, 7 Florida guys from each. Monster Factory was loaded. You got all sorts of it. So we're raising the bar. Ultimately, that's the goal, is to grow Florida. Fuck it, whatever league, whatever. But when it's time to kick some ass, we want to be able to kick Florida. So
right.
These guys, I mean, they're contenders, dude. That heavy season schedule will it'll separate the weak from the strong real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you said, you missed 2 tournaments out, but it's gonna be a good time, man. We're looking forward to a lot of big things this year. I got a lot of announcements. Wiz tried to drop them just live for free.
But, I didn't have to drop them. You already dropped them.
Jesus,
what are you talking about?
More technical difficulty. But yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. I'd love to bring these flow arm guys. We're bringing them out to Puerto Rico, but we did a couple events last year. You seen Cal? I think we did. Was it Cali in Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got some things in the work. I want to do while I'm working on an Indiana event up there, the Indiana, Ohio, Illinois area out there.
What would it take to get a Bermuda event going, Brandon?
Wouldn't take much. I mean, you can message me and I can give you the breakdown on the best way we can go about it. But yeah, I'm all for growing this scene and everywhere. Puerto Rico had a pretty strong scene. And just with this organization, dude, I guarantee that it's going to be the biggest event they ever had.
Yeah.
You have unified the island. Everybody's involved. Guys that were just spectating or buying jerseys and getting ready to rip for 6-part series. we're making a whole tour around the island, and we're ending with the Puerto Rico National Championship. So it's going to be, we're going to bring a lot of acclaim to these guys. You know, imagine this. This is what I told them. And imagine the guy if he beats Sean Theory.
Right.
No way they're not going to know who you are. So a lot of notoriety is going to come to the island. And they got guys. We just don't know them. Like Noel Nunez. Nobody would know him if he just never came to Florida. He could have been that dope, banging with Robbie Russell and everybody, Wardzinski, everybody, and nobody would have known him. So I don't know how many more guys they got on the island, but we're gonna go over there and find out. You know, we put our necks on the line against opponents, essentially.
Is there a platform for you guys to host super matches in Bermuda? Not necessarily with Bermudian arm wrestlers outside of, I mean, with the exception of Lamar, but is there a platform for you to host something in Bermuda? Do you think that the arm wrestling community would travel here to compete?
So that's a good question. I've after this Puerto Rico season, I think the plan is I want to look outward and see, is there actually is there a market in the Caribbean to have a viable, because you can do, you know, I'm all for
They're not Caribbean, Brandon. They're not by Puerto Rico and Cuba.
I know they're by North Carolina.
We identify as Caribbean. We do identify as Caribbean.
Hey, Wiz, come on, Wiz.
He's homeless.
Come on, man. I learned that at the tournament. Remember?
Yes, we're not in the Caribbean, but we definitely identify as part of it. We definitely do.
I got you.
Bro. I didn't know you were in Bermuda. I go there all the time. I love Bermuda, bro. That's what's
Stop
up.
lying, Paul.
Now I know I could go there and pull. Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I always take a cruise ship. It's my favorite cruise ship over there, man.
It looks like it's happening.
Hell yeah.
Come on, Paul, man. I'm gonna link up, Paul. I want to meet you, man.
Yeah, but I'm sure on the cruise ship you heard of Port Royal Golf Course, Paul.
Say that again.
I'm sure on the cruise ship they mentioned Port Royal Golf Course, where they had the PGA event in Bermuda.
I think so. I think I heard something like that.
Well, that's our job. That's where we work, at Port Royal Golf Course. We host a PGA event every year, and most of the tourists from the cruise ship, they stop by Port Royal one way or the other.
This is where the massive Bermuda Championship is. It's going to be at the golf course.
Yes.
Right. The theoretical tournament. This is where we're hoping Port Royal.
That would be amazing, man. Hell yeah.
We need three big fly out, and we'll have them all out there. So the one good thing is these vacation destinations are doable for throwing one-off tournaments, stuff like that. You know, I'm surprised that there's not all sorts of crazy shit, riverboat tournaments, you know, all sorts of stuff like gambling boat tournaments where you can actually enjoy yourself while you're there at the tournament doing something. Because there's nothing worse than bored wives. They're pressuring the hell out of who they're with and when's this, you know. So I'm surprised we don't have tournaments at places like that. I booked I have an event in Aguadilla in May. It's going to be on the beach right there in Puerto Rico, right here, like one of the municipalities, the government areas. But it's going to be dope. I love stuff like that where you're actually enjoying the setting. You know, we can go to New York, but you end up, I mean, it's not a tournament in the Statue of Liberty, right? Like that's the experience. You want to experience the place with the tournament. So when I go arm wrestling Hooters in New York, it don't feel different than Hooters in Orlando. And not to say nothing, but that's one of the good thing I think about these vacation destinations is like, I mean, imagine if Devin Lair, Toddzilla, everybody's having a massive tournament in the Bahamas and there's a cruise ship going out there. We got 90 guys want to get in on it.
Yes,
exactly. Yes,
an arm wrestler's retreat, and it's, you know, you could just imagine from here.
I'm feeling the Bermuda, man. I really like
let's go, Paul. Come down, man. I guarantee we'll get guys to come on. We can take the table down the front yard. We can make a big thing. We can build up for it. We'll make some good money down here, mate. Trust me.
What's the status of arm wrestling there? Do you hold practices and all?
Well, if you can't answer that,
this is the status of arm wrestling right here.
I am the status.
Yeah, that's everybody right there.
That's me. But when
when I was 10 years ago, there was no arm wrestler. The closest arm wrestler to Orlando was Lakeland, Florida.
Wow. See what I'm saying?
There was a point where Central Florida had every good arm wrestler that there was. Artem, I mean, everybody's from Orlando that was crushing it. And there was
Oh,
that
that's from Orlando.
nobody. Yeah, that scene started with
Right.
nobody.
I think it's from where's. And I think Autumn's originally from
It's from
Russia.
Russia.
Yeah, Russia. Yeah,
Russia.
right, yeah.
But we grew this Team Orlando scene into a massive hall. It ultimately spurred. You see, there's now probably still 30, 40 arm wrestlers in Central Florida. And it's a hotbed for it, but there was nobody. So it can start. You just got to bring in the local people, to start developing.
Well, to be honest, this tournament at Flow Arm has been a big push for my island. I'm about to be delivering another article in the paper for me,
Sure.
and that's gonna really take off in Bermuda for sure.
Yeah, no, and it's good to get some acclaim like that, dude. I'll tell you what, it's ballsy for you to come on out and put up or shut up, because a lot of people talk that shit, but they don't do a damn thing. Come on out and do nothing. I will respect that you got on the flight and put your bread up. And I think on the island.
Hey, I'm worked hard for this moment. Even though they come out, I want to come up there and win it, but I still came on to put on a good show, which is what I wanted, to be honest.
Yeah, you killed it. That was a great show. Match of the day.
Good showing. There's nothing better than when you get guys that come from out of scene. We got a couple matches last season that we had plenty of super matches from guys traveling wherever, shit like that. So it's always good to mingle and have different people checking it out, different faces get to arm wrestle. Paul arm wrestles in a different state every 2.5 weeks.
That's awesome.
Arm wrestled 3/4 of America.
That is called big.
In 2 years.
And watch how fast Paul goes off the ranks. I already see him. His progression is unbelievable. Paul, hey man, you're an inspiration, my guy. I love it, man. I love it. It's actually a pleasure to talk to you right now, mate.
You didn't look that good, Paul, in the beginning. Not to be rude, you didn't. The last 2 tournaments I seen you, last 2 tournaments you came to of mine, you looked tough to beat. When I seen you whacking CJ Wilson and giving up like
that was nuts
to him, at that point, I think you arrived. So a lot of people talk shit, and I know you got a lot of haters, but I will say you probably you have probably earned your way into arm wrestling. I will say that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're a real threat. I have a feeling you're gonna upset. You're not gonna get these matches forever, because at some point you're gonna people are gonna quit underestimating you. Yep. But good Lord,
it's happening. It's happening now. Actually, it's starting to happen right now. I see it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
He respects someone his name. He respects someone.
If you're not a very well-known name or a known name, you're probably going to be in trouble. You're a heavier guy, right?
Brandon, stay tuned, bro. Wait till you see March 23rd, man. I think everybody's going to be impressed with this, man, because it's going to be something different. You're not going to expect.
Well, this is how your career goes in my mind, right?
My boy,
I can't wait to see March what happens, but I believe that everybody's waiting to see your first real match, right? You're kind of in this phase right now of Jake Paul. You're fighting guys.
Jake Paul.
Well, no, it's good. You got the
biggest
sensation.
That's good. That is very good.
You're working your way up the ladder, just like you should. You shouldn't face RVJ for your second match or your first match. You're doing what you should do. But like everybody's waiting on Jake Paul. Like I think when he fought Nate Diaz, that's when they were like, oh, okay. He's a bad motherfucker. So when suddenly you bust the 98 guy upside his head, I don't think you hear hater ever again after that day.
Well, you know what I love, man? It's exactly what you said with the Jake Paul, because, guys that have been in the sport 10, 15 years and, they deserve, these shots at these big money super matches, and they're just getting them now. And I come in and, I win a couple amateur and semi-pro events, and, now people are coming at me throwing $5,000 like it's left and right. Like when you guys about to hear in the next 2 weeks, things that are coming out, you'll understand what I'm talking about, bro. And I'm telling you, you're going to see these, you're going to like these. It's like the perfect setup. The dudes are at the same level. They just smashed everybody in the amateurs, the semi-pros. They're entering that pro class right now. and they're looking to get their name out there. And now they're putting their money where their mouth is. And I got respect for it. If you do that, I'm down to bang out. And also you're gonna hear some couple things coming out, man. And there'll be definitely some haters out there, but there's big money coming out right now, man. And it's pretty cool because it's not at that elite level. It's saying anybody could get in it, and people want to see these matches too, man.
It's kind of like you see the social media boxing and all the YouTubers boxing. Of course, they're not even the highest level boxers, but people like to see characters go to war.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't really matter the level, right? Like you're
It's,
the one.
it's about being entertained.
Entertainment.
Yeah, shameless self-promotion goes a long way. Just pushing yourself, constant being, you do a very good job of promoting yourself, promoting your matches, keeping something going. Hey, what's the next thing for Paul Italia? That type of thing. I always tell people,
what I do too, man, that I think other people should learn from is I spar good with the other opponent. I'm not just kind of trying to ruin them or clown them. I'm trying to also build them up, as a match too. I'm gonna give them their spotlight as well. They deserve it. They're getting themselves out there. They're putting up the money, and also that's where it's I'm not just doing it one sided. I'm building up another person as well. Now everybody knows Nanya. Everybody knows Ryan Grandin now. Those guys normally you'd have to be pulling 10 years before they'd get out there, but now people are starting to mention their name all the time.
yeah, no, it's a good thing. Arm wrestling's blowing up, man. The past couple of years been absolute high time for arm wrestling. It hasn't been this good since WAL, as far as just the level of promotion, all the different, just fun shit happening, bro. We got like 6 pay-per-view companies. Like every event, there's like a pay-per-view, a mega event. We got Devon Ware arm wrestling every like 40 days.
Bro, we got guys in from Bermuda hanging out right now. We're talking arm wrestling, bro. It's going everywhere. I got a dude coming at me from Bangladesh, bro. You know what I mean? It's like they're everywhere. It's like people are really getting into it. And some of them don't even have a table. My man in Bangladesh is doing it on the floor in the gyms on the bench, on where you do the rows. He's arm wrestling the whole country from there, man. It's like that's cool, bro. I remember when I first got in and we helped sponsor get a table out to South Africa, and they put the table in the middle of the village. And I mean, bro, we've seen thousands of matches on that table now, bro. It was the best thing to ever see. The whole village arm wrestled on that table.
They need to start pouring concrete arm wrestling tables like they pour concrete chess tables in the hood.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll have the bench and the chess table built into just one thing you can't destroy. Imagine if they just had these in the beaches and places like that.
Do like a freestyle kind of table. That would be perfect.
But you can't help but grow the scene. The fucking thing is anchored to the ground. Like, someone better learn to use it. You can't move it. It's blocking the way. So, yeah, I love it.
Paul,
Taking arm
Knuckles up,
wrestling.
Paul. Paul, you went to Knuckles up?
Yeah, bro. I go to all of them, man. I'm
How
one
was
of
it? How was it, man? Give me a little update. How was it? Was it
Bro,
explosive, man?
One of my favorite events to ever go to.
I'm gonna go to one, man. It's just I just feel energy.
What's the woman's name that runs it?
No, it's not a woman. It's Will Blazitsky and Kristen Florendo, and they're with the High Five Arm Wrestling Club out of New Jersey.
Gotcha. I guess there's another promoter. There's another promotion ran by a woman in Canada, right?
Oh, that's AWC. That's Magda. I forgot her last name.
Goes back to show you how many badass promotions we got. Everything.
Well, hey, it's tons of them, man. I love it, man.
Everything's stuff.
Who governs arm wrestling? Like, is there a federation? Is there?
I'm the king.
Right then. Hey.
That's it.
There's a couple organizations, but they don't really
West,
have
right?
much control these days over the whole arm wrestling world. I don't think really anybody's just controlling it. It's
There's no
bigger than that.
There's no oversight in the sport as far as that level. So it's an independent free for all at this point of promoters doing that, which is the best way, right?
Yeah, but WAF, you could say, was
Engin's doing it the biggest, right? Engin, is it doing it the biggest, but the East versus West? That's like the the
I
top
think
tier.
we could probably argue the East versus West is the largest pay-per-view right now. I think that would be fair to say,
Yeah, I'll say right now. 'Cause I know
followed by King of the Table, I guess.
But as of right now, but if you go and compare for the first two shows, Knuckles Up is by far, bro, came out shooting the biggest by far.
As far as
Ooh,
the amount of buyers.
look at that.
No, as far as production wise.
Oh no,
Look
of
at
course.
that.
I think the most recent Knuckles Up was the best production in all of arm wrestling.
Yeah,
I was just
when
Wow.
you go there, bro, and you see what that production company team sets up, and the only reason they're able to do it is because they're part of the whole crew, that high
sure.
five crew.
Well,
So I mean,
that's why
I
it's
was
so
looking.
dope.
I
It's
thought
all
it
those
was
guys.
30 to 50,000, bro.
Yeah,
It looked like you were
listen.
setting up a couple $100,000 setup for a club. Like it was nuts. They had a
Yeah,
full
Wow.
team of like 10 dudes there with like all this crazy equipment and fireworks and all kinds of
I
smoke.
know
And
it's
That's
insane.
awesome, man. That's awesome. That's what we need
for arm
to
wrestling.
build up. You know what I'm saying? Gets people like, yes, I want to get into that. I want that.
I just kept sitting there at the first one, because I came from the promoter background. I know what it costs to put these big productions on. And I'm sitting there with my girl and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, this is their first one. I'm like, this is just crazy. Like when you think about this, to come swinging with that is the first one. And then to see the progression from the first Knuckles Up to the second, you could see they listened to anything anybody said, constructive criticism.
Chuck the kids on
They,
me up. I
they
would say that.
addressed it, bro. They really
Wow.
they made some serious changes, and you're like, oh wow, bro, they're really listening. So it's
When's the
cool.
next Knuckles Up?
May 11th is Knuckles Up 3, and guys, oh my god, when you
Where,
guys
where
matches locked in, bro.
It's in
Jersey?
Jersey, right?
Yeah, Fort Lee, New Jersey, which it's technically in New Jersey, but you would probably the best way is to fly right into New York, and it's like 10 minutes from the airport. It's literally right over the
From
George
JFK?
Washington Bridge. Yeah, right from JFK.
Oh,
Yeah.
JFK is an 0.5 from her.
That's it. That's it.
enough.
Next one's May. Training
Yeah,
for May.
it's perfect for you
We
guys,
need
man.
a geography lesson on the next episode on where the fuck Bermuda is on the map, because JFK Airport's an hour and a half from you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's straight out. It's where they're right out. If you just go straight out from New York, you'll run into Bermuda. That's why I used to always go, bro. You leave right from New York.
Bonus.
Oh, bro, I've been there like I think it's like 10 times. There, I forgot the name of the cruise ship I go on.
Oh,
But
you're gonna
bro,
be
it's
getting
the best
table time,
cruise
man.
ship.
Paul, come on, man. Next time, hit me
Yo,
up, man.
I have the guys that they do a tour there. It's like a fishing bike, and I came friends with all of them, and they'd always hook me up with the weed when I get there, my ganja and all that. I forget their name.
Let me stop. I ain't gonna see their name. I ain't gonna see their name, but I think I know you're talking about.
They're on
When
my
you
social
come back, man,
media.
we'll link up.
They're always talking, asking me about arm wrestling. Now I know you guys are there. I'll connect you guys, and now you got some more arm wrestlers over there.
Yes, absolutely. Please, when you come back the 11th time, hit me up, man. We get some table time, man. It'll be an honor for me, man. Serious.
Yeah, I would definitely, I would go now that I know that I could arm wrestle there. I mean, that's a
Yes,
dream
I'm the only
paradise
person
to get
with
the
a
arm
table.
wrestle
I'm
there.
the only guy with a table on the island. So please hit me up.
Brandon, you need to go to Bermuda, bro. I'm telling you. You keep saying
Brandon.
Come on, Brandon. Come through, my guy.
And we have a family of Morrises here on the island.
But
to be
Brandon,
honest,
this is
you
like
see
the
this hat
high
we're wearing?
end of the Caribbean shit. This ain't Caribbean. This is a next level above, bro. It is wow, like insane, so beautiful.
It's telling you the truth. But you see this hat we're wearing?
See the hat, Brandon?
We wear it in honor of a gentleman whose name was Brian Morris. He was one of our co-workers, and he passed away after he lost a battle with cancer. But during his time while he was alive, he used to sign off all his messages with these 3 hearts. And that's why we wear it, for Brian Morris. He was a golf professional here in Bermuda.
That's why we're at the tournament.
Golfer.
Yeah, but we do have a family of Morrises here. And I actually know a Brandon Morris as well. He's part of the family.
Jesus.
But
I got a reputation on the island, and I
come on, my guy. You gotta come through.
You gotta see
you and
the
Paul come
mansions
together.
and
Let's
everything
have
they
it.
got there, man. This is
we're going to Bermuda. We're going to
Let's
Puerto
do
Rico.
It. Hey, bring Weir's.
We gotta bring Weir's.
Come on, Weir's. You and bring John.
Weir's has probably got some
bring
family
John.
down here for
Bring
last
John.
year.
Bring the team. Let's go.
An illegal Cuban. He's not going to Bermuda. There's not a fucking chance that's gonna happen.
My passport, if they pass it, I'll be surprised. I'll put it to you like that.
We got the next event, February 17th, Flow Arm. Check it out on Facebook. We are going January 27th. We're going to Puerto Rico for King of Puerto Rico. Make sure everybody tunes in. Check all them pages out. Like, subscribe. Check out Paul Italia. That is really all we got going on. We lost our co-host, John. Apparently his phone died.
Yo,
Oh, no.
Brandon, next week, if you want, on the Arm Wrestling Buzz Show, I was telling Manolo, yo, get your athletes on. I'll get Manolo, get his guys on, and we'll type up your guys' match before that weekend. Get everybody on there, and we'll type it up.
Yeah, so you basically gonna have my guys on there. Their guys don't speak English.
Well, we got a translator, man. We'll get them on, bro. We just did this with in Arizona with Greg Brown, man.
Hey, John, hey, actually, I love this
Guys.
idea. I'm gonna get 10 Puerto Ricans on there and 7 Americans all on the same show, and you get your translator. This will be an amazing show.
No. What you do is you just have
Well, then,
one match at a time, bro. We give each guy, you get their 10 minutes for each match, and then we go to the next guys, and and they come and go. Keeps it flowing and it's fun and all.
Okay. Well, hey, to show you what I don't know how to run it. You're right, Paul. Yeah, we'll get them on there. It'll be some hype. I know they'll enjoy that. Put a little exposure on them.
Hell yeah, man.
I think at the end of the day, they're going to have a lot of, a couple of the guys are going to come out looking like something. By the end of the season, it'll probably be something like FAL where you see a Monster Factory with a Team Puerto Rico, something like that. So hopefully we build some, but at least we're going out there, dude. We got a bunch of badass matches, a lot of fun. So we will see you guys next Tuesday. We'll be out here. Check out the Flow Arm. Check out Puerto Rico Arm Wrestling League. Until then, we'll see y'all again.